absolute most success with, and his matchups in lane are pretty good. You either play against Monkey King, which is a good quap matchup, or you play against Lone, which I think is a good quap matchup right in the start, and then maybe can get a little tricky, but I still think quap does fine. Or you're playing against Tide, which is the farming lane. So I reckon it's going to be quap versus Monkey mid. And
you reckon?
10 seconds to go.
Although you could... It's an offlane Mirana Shaker, probably from Vikin. You could play safe lane Monkey King into this with Caudle and put the put the Lone mid. They have options. It's hard to say. It depends what Secret are aiming to do the most. If their goal is to shut down Lycan, they try to get Tide into that lane, and then they want Monkey King, I think, to have the second easiest lane, would be my choice, just because the tempo, and Lone Druid can lane against Quap for sure. Matu is very, very good at this hero. So
now, I know yapzor plays super greedy on pretty much every single hero, and we have Zai playing Tide Hunter this time around, who, I mean, not that he can't farm necessarily. It feels like by the end of this game, yapzor will have more farm than Zai. Is that a bold prediction, or is that generally how it goes?
I think that's unlikely.
Okay.
Also because Secret in the last month have adjusted a little bit, I would say, in terms of farm priority. yapzor takes less in a lot of games, and Puppey actually takes more. So
what?
But yapzor is still by nature, if you will, a rather greedy player, but it's not anymore the classic, yapzor just takes, like, out farms his offlane consistently. Like, that's not how they play it anymore.
Okay.
I think you'll see it in this game. But last time he played Void Spirit, his net worth was not very great. They still won the game. He made a big play, I think, and kind of pulled them back in the game.
Feels like he always makes a big play. So, going through the lineups themselves, disregarding the team. I mean, Viking, not to take anything away from him, but Secret right now is just looking incredible. Whose lineup do you like more? Just as compositions.
I think, honestly, it's pretty close. Like, there's some really good matchups in the Tide Hunter in this game, and I think the Monkeys game is also very good. But at the same time, Viking's lineup has tons of low cooldown fighting capability, with just easy to set up stun combos against a lineup with no save. That's always dangerous to play into. You can get caught at any point in time. So I feel like it's relatively even, which makes me favor Secret, right? You just have to, based on results.
Fair enough.
But Viking has beaten this team before. They've 2-0'd Secret. Before their ridiculous streak, Secret did get, I believe, knocked out of a tournament, actually, by Viking. Or they knocked them into lower bracket, and then, I don't remember. But they lost 2-0 to Viking. It was a knockout game. It was.
And we've cast a few of Vikings games. We've definitely changed the way we pronounce their team names several times, as you've already seen in this cast alone. But yeah, they've been pretty impressive. I mean, obviously not as consistent as some of the tier 1 teams, but I feel like they're knocking on that door. And obviously a series like this can go a long way. All right, looks like the bounties will be split between each respective team. So Shad on the Lycan. It's going to be bot lane with the help of Celery's Bane. Going up against, looks like, is this actually, okay, Nisha Puppey in the bot lane. So where does yapzor go?
So they do Caudle Monkey. Oh, they're aggro tri-laning, actually.
Is he actually staying for this aggro try? Looks like it.
I think so. Okay. So this was an option I wasn't considering because I really thought they wanted to Tide against Lycan. But another way of dealing with Lycan is just playing, like, outnumbering him. If Viking are to bring a third hero down here, I don't think they're really favored in this lane because Lycan is very bad at tri-lanes. Oh my god, that's a good blinding light. Celery's actually gonna die.
Couple more right clicks and first blood goes the way of Nisha. I mean, that was really good execution with spells.
Whoever says celery, I don't know. That's not really...
Well, if you put enough ranch on it, anything's delicious.
Yeah, I mean, ranch, right?
Let's just call him ranch the rest of the game. Is that what you really want?
No.
Dude, celery is just not my food, man. That's
fair enough.
It's like one of my least favorite things to eat, I think. Yeah, and terrible.
Not as much as Brussels sprouts, though, apparently. Anywho, first blood goes the way of Secret. Looks like yapzor is going to stick around a little bit longer. So is there... I guess the adjustment is RMS coming on the Earthshaker.
So they will play it 3v3. Yeah, I don't know. Now that Puppey skilled Blinding Light, this is a lot better for them, I think. It obviously gave them a first blood, which is high value. But You would love to have Illuminate here to keep pressure up and push in the wave so the enemy team can't pull, and to ideally hit multiple heroes. Very nice CS there from Puppey, actually getting the big creep. He'll be fine here with a blind. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is the adjustment that Vikin want to make, but it might be the one they have to make. Playing this lane 3v2 is rough, and Shaker won't put enough pressure on the Tide top, right? Zai is going to be so fine up here. I think this matchup against Mirana is mega easy as well.
Yeah, mostly just a farming lane, I assume, as looks like a courier's taken out. Matumbas, it looks like. So that is probably a wash of an offlane, and the mid lane, kind of what we talked about, Quap versus Lone Druid. How do you like that matchup?
Are we going to fight?
Like I said before, I think Quap does very well right in the start, but then after a little bit, Lone Druid probably pulls ahead. That would be my guess. And obviously, like, a play Lone Druid always has in mid that I think is a bit underrated. It's just his ability to just pull waves, right? Like, you can always send your bear between the towers, grab the wave, and pull it somewhere else, whether it's on your hills so you get better positioning, or like you did here, pull it next to a neutral camp. Somehow losing a creep here, just ran past him. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it might just be with the better understanding of Lone that this lane is a draw at this point, basically. At least close.
Yeah, so it looks like it's the try that we're going to be mostly watching right now. Nisha gonna have a little bit of harassment with the boundless strike onto the Bane, who has 3 stacks of Jingu right now. Puppey being really annoying with the blinding light. This hero has got to be one of the worst to play against. Not even including all the combos that you can come up with in terms of the dual lanes. They do miss an Aether Remnant though. Yapzor does, so not able to find any sort of kill. I mean, how much kill potential do we have on Viking's side? I mean, the Earthshaker can obviously get off a good block, but in terms of getting kills, do you see any possibility?
It's pretty unlikely.
Without a misstep?
It's pretty unlikely. And that's a problem because the constant harass that Secret poses here will eventually whittle them down. Like, Shaker doesn't harass much, but you can always do an Aether Remnant into Blinding Light or Aether Remnant into Monkey King Stun and harass people, whereas the enemy team kind of just has to sit back and try to pull. And you can see in the CS that Nisha's pulling a hard big time from this. He's 25-9 to the 14-5 of Lycan. So very big lane win coming out from Secret there.
Yeah, that's huge.
Caudle, by the way, going for a very unusual build. I don't know when the last time I've seen this happen, actually, in an official game. Puppey is 2 and blind. Basically, everyone lately on Caudle has been getting a lot more points in Illuminate and very little in Blinding Light. And at least sometimes you get a value Blinding Light point for laning, but then mostly you would max Chakra or then start going Illuminate. But he's actually going 0-2-1. It's pretty.
Is it
pretty
possible
unusual.
that this was a misclick? I'm looking at how it actually scales. It's not the greatest. I mean, the damage goes up slightly. Obviously, the cooldown and mana reductions are pretty standard. So it's essentially cast range and a little bit extra damage, and the duration it lasts 1 more second from 3 to 4.
He might want to have it for the purpose of countering Lycan. Don't know. Like, feeling like if he has more points in it
to get last hits.
Just for countering Lycan when he comes online, right? Like, having low cooldown Blinding Light against against Lycan's army is really good, obviously, but still very unusual. I'm curious to see if he gets another point or if this was just a
all in, baby. Why not? Yapzor. He does have an Aether Remnant in the bot lane. Looks like it will not connect, but Celery's actually just stuck in this position, blinded into it, like you said, and down he goes. So 2 kills on the board thus far for Secret. As, like you said, Monkey King is farming the crap out of this game right now. Another Aether Remnant, this time into a Boundless Strike. Not enough to actually get a kill on Aramis, but damage has been done. He has very little HP. As Mirana in the top lane, taken out by Zai.
This is real bad.
Wow.
Yeah, they have to TP Bane up here. Okay, they brought Quap. But not only does he die on Mirana, but he dies with a full wave in tower plus a siege creep. So somebody has to take all this experience, and Bane TPs for that, and Quap rotates and uses Sonic Wave, which means now Matu is very safe in the mid lane for 2 minutes because there's no Sonic that can kill him, and they have way more pressure on the bot lane, and basically Toby has to go down here, he feels like, on the Mirana. Let's start laning here. Secret off to a really good start. Like, Look at
How
the
do
CS in
you-
the top lane too. Like how much Tide is winning by.
Yeah, 31-3 versus 17-2. Yeah, they're just. I mean, mid lane is the closest. 36-7 on the Lone Druid versus 32-6 on Quap. Technically, Lone Druid is winning that in terms of the CS. So Secret has an advantage every single lane. Mid lane, in the meantime, we have the root into Aether Remnant. Kind of unfortunate timing, but of course you can't really control the roots. Well, some can't. Most can't, I should say. I know a couple. But not able to find a kill regardless. How do you die on... Oh, we're going to maybe see another death bottom. No, Toby will leap out. Surprised that Mirana dies against Tide. Explain that to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. He got caught off guard by level 6 on Tide. I know that much. He got hit by Ravage. Maybe he wasn't expecting Tide to level up at that exact timing and just was semi-low HP. That's my best guess. He just got ravaged and anchored to death. And Zai was playing very aggressive into him. And at some point, like, if you're Mirana and there's a Tide running at you and hitting you, you have to fight back, right? You can't just run away every single time and not get any control of the lane. So maybe they were both floating on, like, semi-low HP. And then Zai got the...
bottom lane. Aether Remnant, yapzor sets up another potential kill here. Toby, not really anything he can do. No leaps available. Boom actually came in, but the balance strike misses. Puppey getting very low, but will live with 5 HP. Now the pressure is upon Boom. Has 3 stacks of Jingu Mastery, but will sidestep the rest, and I think that'll break things up. So 4-1 advantage now for Secret, but another kill onto this Mirana. Her game feels just awful right now.
Yeah, it's not good. And it's a hero that likes to play with tempo, right? We've seen some core Miranas have huge impact, like team that really stands out with it. Oh, all right. That's a Sonic.
Nice. That was a Sonic wave. Looks like Earthshaker.
And that was a Ravage. Okay.
Another Ravage. Wow.
Guess we're
It's already
using
been
the
2
big
minutes.
spells right now. Nisha, nice dodge on the arrow. Might have to try to fight back here.
No, Nisha.
Just Jingo stars.
Nice boundless strike. A little bit of healing, but there is the Nightmare. Celery
Nice
with the
catch.
right clicks, and Toby with the Starstorm. So finally, a very high value kill for Viking, it feels like.
Yeah, and for
been a long
Toby, who
time
needs
coming.
it badly, right? Like his... I was going to say a team that we've seen had a lot of success with Mirana has been Team Liquid. They've played it both 3 and 2 as of late, and even 4. But usually when it really takes off, it's from a full-on snowball on Boxy having a great laning stage. This hero with a bad laning stage just feels very lackluster a lot of the time, so it's good if they manage to pull him back in the game a little bit here. You can see on his net
Supplement's
worth is
actually
still...
transitioned to the top lane, so they might be focusing on this bad boy. But there's pressure being applied by Shad and company in the mid lane, so Puppey's going to have to TP with that level 1 Illuminate. And it is a level 2 Blinding Light still, but of course hasn't really increased his levels that much since we last talked about it. Josh
See
into
immediately
Illuminate
they bring
again.
the wall here.
They know the Ravage is down. Boom does not have Sonic Wave either, but Matamba is able to get the tier 1 tower all by himself, so defense is successful from Secret in the mid lane.
This is basically textbook
Lycan
defense, but...
They're going for more. Zai. Earthshaker. Good stun. Looks like Zai will likely go down. It's 2 Booms. Scream of Pain. I'm not sure if they actually want to continue the fight, but the root onto the Queen of Pain, into the Fear. Do they have enough to actually take him out is the question. yapzor doesn't have an Aether Remnant for a little bit. So Boom gets out, no problem. In fact, Celery able to sidestep the Aether Remnant as well.
Good stuff from both teams here. I really like the defense from Secret. When you're being pushed on the key tower and you have Tide, you almost always just want to bring Tide there as soon as possible. And Zai came in and defended. Vikin realized they couldn't brute force the tower, but then immediately identified that they could try to run him down in the jungle and get that kill. So it was a nice
Lane,
kill.
by the way.
They don't get the tower though.
Ooh, Puppey. All right. Nicely done. Don't think he had enough damage anyway. Sonic Wave is not nearly enough to get that kill.
Oh, Toby's in trouble now.
Yeah, Toby might be in some trouble here. The Gush. Oh, Zai did have Ravage. And I was going to say, if he Ravaged there as well. Never seen this many Ravages at this stage of the game from a Tide Hunter, it feels like. That's good to see. And Tier 1 tower looks to be the next potential choice here for Secret. But they have to worry about losing this mid lane, which is a very important tower.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
They're gonna
There's the smoke from
smoke.
Viking.
That was not spotted by the observer that Secret have down here. I think they smoked just outside of vision of both wards, so nicely done.
Radiant's bottom
And this could
tower
reward
is
them big
pretty
time
sad
mid lane.
right now.
Oh no,
Go for the
that's
sleep on the bear. They lose vision on Matumba. They're going to find him, though, and there's the grip. That should be more than enough to get the kill. But the fear comes in at the last moment, but the Earthshaker ult will be enough to finish off your lone druid, and now the tier 1 tower will likely follow suit. They did get the bottom one, did secret, so it'll be a trade of sorts. Yapzor looking for the deny, but have to astral step to
very
safety.
good trade for Vikin. They get the highest value tower right now. In the mid tier 1, they kill the enemy highest net worth hero, and all they had to use for it was an Echo Slam that doesn't have a dagger behind it yet anyway. So it's a very hard spell to use in this game, especially you're playing against a mobile hero in Void, a mobile hero in Monkey, Lone Druid who will generally not be in range with his own hero, but just the bear. So the spell is kind of, I would say, almost low value right now. So getting any good kill out of it is great.
Looks like
Puppey
Puppey
baiting
and Matumba. Yeah, looked like that was possibly the case, but not sure anything will come of it. Celery, of course, doesn't have Fiend's Grip. Another 60 seconds on cooldown. Fatus Ignis, or Ignis Fatus, is now available, Cinder, and the Will-O-Wisp, as some call it. Dota 2 officially does call it Will-O-Wisp, but Ignis Fatus sounds way better. Armis, I think he feels like he's still baiting, but they don't really have anything to TP to if he runs into trouble. And Secret playing a little bit safe as a result. Puppey's just all alone now. So it's going to be more of a farming game for a little bit here as Lone Druid working on a Desolator for his bear. Been seeing a lot of minus armor. Mask of Madness into like Deso Assault for taking those towers and just shredding supports. What do you think of that build overall on Lone Druid?
Just as a general build or in this game?
Yeah. Well, either.
I think, again, it's about the tempo of the game. It feels like going for the old Radiance build feels a bit wasted in a lot of games because you want to hit this extreme timing around the early portion of the mid game. And Mask of Madness, Deso, really fits the bill. It also ramps up your farming speed on the way, right? When you're buying Radiance, you have this like downtime where you're waiting for so long. But right now, Matsu can join any team fight and have really high impact because his bear is just strong right now for anything.
Right.
And yeah, getting strong single target damage on the bear, obviously amazing.
Moonlight Shadow
Grip.
into a grip. But we're going to have TP support. Zai is actually going to cancel this. This is going to be a freebie onto Puppey. And likely the tier 1 tower as well. So
Wait, he got cancelled by an ancient prowler shaman petrifying him.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I think he petrified him.
Oh,
It's like-
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it was fortunate. He might have ended up being collateral there if he completed that TP. Puppey was absolutely dead when he would come in, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could have evolved into a big team fight. A secret.
Yeah, I'm looking at their ways of TPs for everybody else. Yapzor had it available. I mean, the problem is Nisha had very little mana. Actually couldn't even TP the mana that he had. So probably
Yeah, then that's not a tower you
fortunate
hold, I think.
circumstance.
More good stuff from Vikin though. Like they seem to have a very good understanding, and I feel like they've really grown as a team in this patch and the previous one, just because they were quick to identify what time in the game you need to be strong and what you need to do. They're very good at moving around and taking initiative, getting towers, playing as a team, bringing the right number of heroes to plays. And I think the next thing they're maybe looking at here is a potential Roshan. I think in order to get that for them, they need to get at least one key core kill first. And that's easier said than done when you have Fiend's Grip on cooldown.
Tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much been their go-to. When that is up, they've gotten super aggressive, and then everyone in between has been a bit more passive. But Toby on the Mirana is working towards an MKB, so no big surprise there. Going for that hard right click. Shad has level 2 Necro. I believe it's being delivered now, so still working on the level 3. And then Yule's now finished on Boom's Queen of Pain. So I guess the root is the main. I mean, Yule's is really good in general, but I'm just looking at the spells that are very useful. The root is maybe the biggest one for her.
Yeah,
Celery does. He's going to run into 2 people, by the way. Secret looks like they will, in all likelihood. Oh, okay. Not get a free kill.
It's not easy to hit that remnant, to be honest. It's a pretty difficult angle.
Now the TP supports are in, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what else you get the Yule for. I guess it's pretty good against Monkey King. You can purge off his stacks. of Jingu. You have a way, like you said, of the Laundry route. If you're clutch, you can dodge Ravage. Which isn't even that hard, actually. As long as you're paying attention to it, you will dodge it. It's more about if he's in your vision range or not.
Well, Zai is closing in on a Blink Dagger. Just a few hundred more gold to go.
They see
Bottom
Toby.
lane.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Toby and Celery together right now. Nisha is watching from above. Aramis is available on the back end, though. They're going to start with the Boundless Strike. Grip onto yapzor. There's the Echo Slam onto 2. Beautifully done, but the counter Ravage from Zai into the Monkey King ult. It looks like Aramis will find his way to the grave, along with the Bane Elemental. And now Toby, under that Moonlight Shadow, looks like he will live. So a lot of ultimates expended, and 2 supports die. Make it 3 as top lane Puppey gets taken out by Boom. So 2 for 1 across the board.
That was a super good read from, I mean, really both teams. Vikin set that up as a trap. They're in a great position with the Bane. They got an instant grip out as they needed there to counterplay this fight. The Echo, obviously a bit underwhelming, but that's what you're going to get if it's just 2 heroes in the middle of nothing. That your Echo is not that dangerous. But just as much from Secret. Zaya just there at the right time. Very nicely set up. They were kind of expecting, I think, that Vikin were semi-baiting that, just because when they looked at the rest of the map, the heroes weren't there. Here we go. New story. It's time for Roche. There's no Ravage. Gonna arrow. Here's a scout. Oh, actually, never mind. There's
Pretty
no arrow.
quick Roche, it looks like. Necro 3 is now online. Toby's not really that close. I mean, yeah, he's not really that close to MKB. Still a couple minutes away at least. I'm not sure what power spike they're looking for before they just get ultra aggressive. Obviously, they can just use this Aegis how they like. Aegis picked up by the Queen of Pain. They're going to smoke immediately, and they ping around Nisha, unless that's Nisha's ping, actually. He's going to jump in, and the Yules looks like they're going to go for yapzor, but actually the Fissure misses. Willing to stay with the Enchant Totem, though. Boom. Coming in as well. Lycan's going to pop the ult. The yapzor are completely out of Astral Steps, so that's going to be an easy cleanup.
They're gonna.
But they were definitely looking for more than that.
They're happy to cut that when you consider what they got out of it. They used Shapeshift. In the meantime, Secret are pushing all 3 lanes. They got, I believe they got the bottom tier 2 tower. They did. But
Zai,
now
though,
this
they
could
might get
make
Zai
it
now.
worthwhile. This is such a hard kill, though.
And now that Shad's ult has
Just like
completely run out, yeah, they're not going to go any further, it looks like. Too scared of the reinforcements.
I like
Zai actually
Puppey's
gets
trademark
rid of it.
move of blinding light into TP out. Seems to be what he's doing this
Zai
game.
is left to his own devices now. Arrow will
Nice
miss, but gives a little
dodge.
bit of vision. And Boom will just continue to chase him down. Zai does have a TP, but of
Oh
course...
my.
Oh, do they have vision? Boom. Oh, the fissure from the back end. And that's going to be a kill. Finally. It
That
takes
was
forever,
actually
though.
godlike movement from Zai. Good for Vikin to get that kill. That one would have stung a lot. He basically played this fog completely perfectly with what he did. He dodged the arrow in anticipation that it was coming. Then he went all the way to the left in the tree line to buy just enough time to blink. But his blink options were extremely limited because half the forest up here is cut. So he kind of only had one place to go, and they do fissure him out. So
We're going to have a
Good work from
TP here from Puppey and company. Looks like the Ignis Fastest will be used, and it will be used effectively to take out the Bane Elemental. 19 minutes, 52 seconds. Nisha going for this outpost. I'm not sure if he
Oh,
has
wrong
it by
side.
himself. It's close. And controlled by the Dire. Okay.
Yep.
The Northwest.
A tribute.
So he gets it just in the nick of time.
Yapzor had a 50-50 there against Toby on the Remnant, and he threw it facing the wrong direction. Or he could have maybe got the Marana there too. But yeah, that's a big cooldown from Secret to only really kill a Bane. They do get the outpost, like you said, though, so that definitely is valuable. But it could prompt another aggressive play from Vikin now that they have all their stuff except Moonlight Shadow. Could
they
try
will
for
have
play, and they're
MKB.
going to do that. Yep, they're going.
Coming very shortly. Toby just needs to get some mana in the item, and he'll be good to fight for now. But yeah, there is a smoke being used. Aramis, of course, showing off that Blink Dagger not too long ago. Does have the Echo Slam available as well. A couple couriers coming out. Is this being used to scout? Oh, never mind. Puppey's actually way down there. And that's exactly what Viking is going to try to do something about. See if they get the courier as well. Nope. They're just going to go.
Oh my god, the random blind. No.
That is unfortunate.
If
Puppey
he
does
dodges
have a
the arrow
TP.
now too.
Kobe. Ah, arrow. Nicely played. So puppey will inevitably die. Oh, the Ravage onto 3. Surprise attack from Zai. Celery gets off the brain sap, healing himself decent amount, but here comes Nisha, deletes him from the game. Aramis gets off the Echo Slam. It's only onto the one hero, trying to stun as much as possible. As Nisha now turning his sights onto Toby. It's going to be pretty close. He's going to get that kill. Looks like it'll be a trade of sorts, though, as now Boom has come to play. Shadow Strike applied to Zai. Ooh, blink out just in time for Boom, and that looks like it's going to break things up. It's a 2-for-1. As Zai is just continuing to chase this Queen of Pain. But yeah, that'll be the end of it.
Oh,
Zai
I don't
with a
know if
huge
Celery should have done
Ravage
that.
there.
Okay.
Well, he
he's
gets
fine.
off the
I thought he was
Nightmare
going to
and-
get caught by the bear.
Yeah, the bear is getting a lot stronger. It has the Hyperstone in addition to the Mask of
Are they
Madness
chasing this?
and the Desolator. A nice fear. Yapzor in the trees right now. Not sure if they know he's here. I don't think so. Does have
I think
2
it's
Astral
time to
Steps
get
available.
out.
Yeah, this was an awkward like 30,
Yeah.
40 seconds.
That from even from our perspective, where we can see both teams, that looked dodgy to start going for the bear that deep. And obviously, Vikin don't have the exact positioning information that we do, but they still felt confident that they would be able to reset there. Again, lots of good plays lots of good individual plays. I think Shaker played that fight beautifully. Yeah, he doesn't get the key kill that he was looking for, or actually, he did get Nisha, right? They did get Nisha in the end, and he stayed alive himself. The Ravage was great. Yeah, good Dota. But Secret, again, kind of getting the better end overall in terms of economy. There hasn't been a big team fight win for Vikin all game. It's kind of just
they ended up
breaking even.
using
This
the
was their
Aegis, by the way. Yeah, didn't really get much use out of it. BKB is now online for Boom, though. 10-second with the Yule Scepter. Looks like he's going for Shiva's next. Toby's still working on... Wait, does he actually not have anything? He has to have something coming. He's had this MKB for a few minutes now.
It hasn't been that long. He got it
well.
right before the fight broke out, right? He had it for like 2.5 minutes, I think.
I'll
It's
say
alright.
3.5 minutes, Cinderin.
Okay.
Big difference.
He did die in the start of the previous fight, so he didn't get any net worth out of it. He was the
Yeah,
first
true.
casualty.
Well, Yapzor has his Yules and is now working towards an Aghanim Scepter, which this game... I mean, now you have extra use of that Yules for Boom, the double silence. Now you have a BKB and the Yules to take off the silence from the Void Spirit. But of course, I really like that Axe, by the way, from Void Spirits. Feels pretty good. Yules
It's
into
very
Aether Remnant.
Guess what's happening?
And
to
looks like he's
Dyer's
just going to
bottom
steal
tower?
the rune and walk away.
Can't do nothing.
I think he was also hoping to force a BKB charge. But Boom kept his cool. Didn't feel in trouble. That was right.
Smoke is going to be broken by the Earthshaker, who blinks out to safety. Nicely played there. The courier actually
Friggin'
gives
hell,
Aramis... I believe it brought a Staff of Wizardry, which actually showed where he was. Looks like he will be found, though. It did cost an Ignis Fatis, Cinderin. Not sure if that was worth, but either way. Oh, mid lane! Boom has to pop the BKB and blink away to safety. And we'll use that rune and Bottle to heal up as much as he can. That was super close. I'm actually not even sure if he needed the BKB there, but understandably used it. Zai nightmared up, which means Celery can just steal the bounty rune. And that means Viking actually takes 3 out of the 4 bounty runes here.
Dyer's top
So
tower's
nicely
getting
played from
beat
them.
down.
They are being chased a bit here. Celery, TP's out, and then Face of Danger,
Someone
and
took
Toby
out
should be
the
fine.
Radiant's courier.
Bonk his courier. Those already delivered the Ogre X and then flew back. Which he's choosing not even to equip, so you could argue that that's kind of just borderline animal cruelty to send it into risk of death to deliver a nonsensical item right now, but...
Call PETA. Well, Shad right now has the Assault Cuirass on that Lycan.
Quiras.
Quirat, is it really? I can't say that.
I didn't know for years. I
Really?
learned that... I think I learned that this year, actually. Or Quiras,
Really?
I think it is.
You still don't know.
Quiras. Okay.
All right, Cuirass. Got it.
Cuirass.
Thanks, Cinderin.
I don't know if
I'm
that
not saying
pronunciation is
there's no
incorrect.
way
though.
I'm saying that.
I saw
Puppey's going to
Quiras.
get grip trying to take the outpost. And there's TP support for Mirana coming in, and this is going to be an easy kill. 26-minute mark as well. So, Nisha actually gets stunned in the tree.
Oh.
Is not in range to get the stun off. Nisha's going to have to pop his ult on the high ground, but they have the damage with Toby just jumping in. Ravage is a little bit too late. Sonic Wave to follow. It's a 2-0 in favor of Viking. Boom pops the BKB, focuses his sight on that bear, but the bear's really tanky. And it looks like everybody else wants to get it as Mirana and Earthshaker die, despite the Monkey King dying very early for Secret. And they find a Bane on the back end as well.
I love the irony of what happened. Like, the bear is really tanky, and then it instantly kills the Necro Book and dies. That was perfect.
It was tanky until...
Oh, Shad actually got spotted. He doesn't have boots. He can die here. This is possible if they don't buy back.
Oh,
any root.
There's the root.
Matamba.
The eighth remnant is there. And yeah, this should be a kill question mark. Boom. Gets his Shadow Strike off, and now will yapzor go for this? Dead. Yeah, yapzor will die instead.
Okay.
Good
that
effort.
Looked really promising for Secret, to be honest.
Yeah. The Assault Kuros, Cinderin. It made him so tanky. Kuros, got it.
Quiras.
Cinderin, I'm telling you, I'm refusing
quick.
to say it that way. I'm sorry.
That's understandable. I kind of can't believe it's said like that. I'm not going to accept it.
I feel like the heroes that say it in-game do not say it like that.
I don't think they do either.
Or else I would have noticed for sure. As this is going to be the second row, so Aegis and Cheese. We'll see if they can get better use out of it this time. Toby will actually be the one to take the Aegis, probably because he doesn't have BKB quite yet. And Queen of Pain, boom. We'll hold on to the Cheese. Still working on the... I mean, it's not that far away. About a plate mail worth of gold away from finishing Shiva's. What are your thoughts on his item builds? He has like 2 very defensive items.
Okay, so before I answer this, I have a more pressing matter.
Please.
I looked a bit more into it. There's a second pronunciation.
Yeah.
It's Quiras or it's Curas.
Curas?
Curas.
Okay, that's close to what I was saying. Close enough.
How did you say it before?
Curas.
Now you're just doubting what you said before. I don't think you've ever said that.
Curas? I've definitely been.
Curas.
I'm fine with Curas. Curas? Is that what you're saying?
Curas. Yeah, it should be Curas.
Yeah, that's I can deal with that one.
Okay, what were you asking about?
We could just call it AC. You can also say that.
That's very safe. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Then nobody has to say ass.
I was talking about Queen of Pain's build in terms of itemization. We'll be
Speaking of ass,
guard, so
yes.
I mean, look at that. I mean, that's what you pay for with the battle pass. That's what you come for.
Shiva's is definitely very good this game. Lone Druid, Monkey King, 2 high physical damage cores in the enemy team. Also, the attack speed slow is very useful against both Bear and Monkey, so yeah, just solid. I'm wondering what Boom goes after this, though. I think there's different routes he can take now. He can commit for the full utility with Hex, but I think he'd rather go for damage. He currently is hovering the Bloodthorn, which was going to be my other suggestion. Like, that's a bit of a more aggressive item. He's got a lot of defensive stuff, right? You have Shiva, BKB, and Duel.
Well, the problem is his courier did get killed with the plate mail on it, Cinder.
Did you say courier or courier?
The donkey was carrying the plate mail.
Let's just call it AC.
No, we can call the donkey the ass, technically, right?
Yeah.
So that is acceptable. Either way, he will not be able to get that Shiva's guard for another few minutes, unfortunately for him. Basher now online for Matumba's bear. Is there anything else on top of it? Where is it? I actually can't find it anywhere. Where's his bear, Cinderin? There it is. Now, he did finish the AC, so that's a fully loaded bear. What are you expecting on him after this? Because it's 5 slotted right now with boots. You can get rid of the Quelling Blade.
It doesn't feel like an Aghanim's
Does anybody
game,
go
does it?
Ags on this game? Or in this hero still?
Yeah, they do. I just don't think it's that staged yet. You get the Abyssal, and then you go... You don't really feel like you need MKB, I think. I'm not really much of a lone druid player, so when it comes to like what you get in your 6th slot on this kind of hero, oh boy,
Ravage
that's a dead
onto
co-op.
2, and they are deleting the Queen of Pain, and the Bane is
So
next.
set up.
And they will just continue on. Yapzor doesn't have Aether Remnant, but they get off the Yules. Toby's forced to leap away, still with the Aegis
gonna bite that
intact.
on
Ain't
Co-op.
doing so good.
Yeah, now they're wishing that he had
Mid towers.
not only his Shivas finished in his inventory, but perhaps the Aegis as well. It's completely stun locked, despite having such a defensive build. Zai jumps in again, but Toby's going to do a lot of damage. You got to be careful. Fissure, Toby actually stuck in a weird spot now. Has to pop his BKB in order to run past that Aether Remnant. Now Matumbaman just going to bash him with the bear. That is the Aegis gone. Leap 1 is available. He gets taunted immediately thanks to the Aether Remnant again, and this could be the beginning of the end for game 1 of
Probably giving
Viking
a pretty
Secret.
burial there with the
Radiant's mid
Burial?
towers use a hand.
burial.
Radiant's
Bu-
mid towers in trouble.
Looks like this is going to be minimum 2 racks. They cannot go for megas.
Are they gonna respect this and back out?
Wait,
Maybe they will.
will
They
they
used a
get
couple
two
big
racks?
ultis. No, they're still going bot. They're feeling it. Oh, nice play.
15 seconds on Queen of Pain. They assume that somebody has buyback, but not anymore. It's been long enough period as Yapzor
Bane's
jumps
dead.
in. If they can get another kill, this will be big, even if it's on just a lowly support. Celery pops that Ghost Scepter and will die shortly after. The Zoo is alive. Echo Slam onto 2.
Instant
Nisha has to pop the
fear.
BKB, and Sonic Wave deletes him again. That's a 3x combo, according to that Arcana. And with that, Secret will not be able to get that second rack and will attempt to fall back. And if all they lose is the Monkey King, this is an extreme win for Secret.
Tanky
Lotus Overfly
puppy.
to
Is
Puppy.
his Meg Vanguard. And
crap.
Medallion. Oh,
Vanguard? What in the God's name? Is he going for Crimson or something?
I guess he wants Crimson against Lycan. Do they have anything here? Yules came up cooldown.
Puppy?
He didn't use it.
Oh my goodness.
He had Yules ready
He
for a
lived.
full second on Boom. I think he didn't realize it was ready.
Maybe
That
he didn't
was
realize how tanky Puppy
Definitely
was.
a kill. Yeah, he's in disbelief. He just pressed attack and took his hand off the mouse and keyboard and was like, he's dead.
What is this build?
Puppy
Vanguard?
loves buying armor. I don't think there's any support player in Puppy in Dota. Like, really. He has these builds that he will go where he will go Medallion Mech or kind of popularized just buying Medallion in general. And during a time when it wasn't very common, he would love buying that on his supports. He even got the Craggy coat. Like, he's insanely tanky.
Wrote
on
an email to
games.
Ice Frog for that one to drop this game. It's like, this is my armor game.
Yeah.
Bro.
And it's funny because the matchup against Lycan is horrible for Caudle a lot of the time. Like, you just get run down by the summons and killed. But when you have 30 armor, maxed out Blinding Light, and a Vanguard, you're actually pretty tanky. He's not even building the Crimson, it looks like. He wants to go for Octarine Core.
Yeah, wait, is his courier's dead? Maybe Crimson's on the courier.
Is
I
he?
have to assume. Wait, he switched it up. Now it's going Greaves, despite having Tranquils already.
That's
so I
also
guess
good.
he's just gonna sell
That's
those.
also good for sure.
We'll see
He's
once
probably
his courier's
in
back.
anticipation of the Club Orchid, possibly. Oh, this is a big fight coming up.
It's done.
Bot lane, Zai and company were attempting to take out the tower, but a nice stun here onto Nisha. They break the trees. Actually, that was his teammate. I believe Caudle may have gotten him killed. Puppy is going to end up paying the price. That's 2 for nothing in Secret. They do get the range racks and will attempt to fall back. Zai with the Ravage available. Not sure if he wants to use it. He will, and see if they can actually clean somebody up on top of this. Queen of Pain, again, just gets decimated with no HP at all. Caudle will be next, though. Buy back onto the Queen of Pain.
Oh, there's Abyssal coming for the bear. Uh-oh. But he has the Vanguard on his
coming
hero
in.
currently.
Anchor smash. Looks like they're going to clean up celery sticks. Very delicious treat indeed. Does not have the ranch, though, this time around. Buy back now onto Bane. And I think with that, Secret probably will be okay with this. Okay, I assume that... Oh, the arrow does hit onto Zai, and that's a lot of damage coming from Toby. There's a counter
Abyssal.
initiation. Boom, with a huge ult onto 3 heroes. Into the fissure as well. Zai looks to be dead as the Echo Slam is being used to very little effect, but did get the kill, I suppose. Matumba being chased, or is it the other way around? The bear just beating the crap out of Earthshaker. Looks like Aramis will actually go down to Yapzor, and it'll be another trade of sorts. This fight is continuing somehow. Matumbaman, this will be a big kill. They really need this. He keeps healing. Jesus H. Yapzor, the lone survivor for now. Attempting to get out of dodge. Boom, gets Yules. Yapzor with the
Nice
TP,
arrow.
but the arrow connects. And they not only defend the range racks, it did cost them a couple buybacks, Synderen, but I mean, you can't ask for much more at this stage of the game, it feels like.
I mean, when you consider how that fight started, it's kind of incredible that Secret even got a fight out of that. They lost their Monkey King and Caudle before the fight really began. I'm pretty sure you're right that Puppey probably cut the tree of Monkey with Will-O-Wisp, I think? Or was he not in the tree at the time?
I think I didn't get to see the beginning, so my assumption probably is that they somehow found Monkey King, stunned him, and then he was forced to use the ult.
Right, but yeah, I don't know if he ulted while
firsthand.
the Monkey was in a tree. Right, okay. Well, anyway, he was stunned really long, and they just took out Monkey. So Monkey just wasn't part of that at all. And then they still just make this amazing turnaround around the bottom high ground with the Ravage plus Void Spirit combo, and the bear is just proving to be incredibly powerful. Puppey?
Yeah, he just clipped him with that Shiva's Guard, and that will likely spell the doom of Puppey. Although he's going to use his... Oh, they did it again! Nisha is stunned for 4 seconds into the Yules. Queen of Pain attempting to kill this Ignis Fatus. He will get it. He has a level 25 Fear now on the Scream of Pain. Nisha forced to use his ultimate, but I don't think it's going to be enough as Toby comes in with ridiculous right clicks. But the healing from Nisha is out of control. Are you serious? How did he even get... So biting off more than he can chew... And Nisha somehow lives through that engagement and gets a kill.
Oh, he got
being
found
shown
now.
again. There's the fear. The Ravage to follow. Nisha extremely low. Needs to get those Jingus up. He will do so, but the Sonic Wave gets him very low. And there's the last right click from Shad, taking that Monkey King to the grave finally. RMS jumps in with the Enchant Totem. Echo Slam to follow, only onto the one. Astral Spirit does have 2, so yapzor is fine. Meanwhile, the Siege Creep in the bottom lane, along with the wave, is actually taking out the melee rack, Synderen. They have to use Fortification. Boom. Looks like he'll be okay cleaning this up.
That was pretty crazy that Monkey King actually managed to survive all this. So obviously he has the Butterfly, but doesn't really do much against the Mirana and nothing, or... It does a good amount against Quap, so that's barely enough. I think without Paladin Sword, he's dead there. I'm pretty sure that made the difference. Getting all that extra lifesteal and, of course, the bonus heal once the Jinkus came
Ice
out.
Frog. Thank you.
Just, and you can't blame Viking for going for that kill. It really looks like Puppey just screwed it up, right? By putting him out of the trees with Ignis. They get an opening with a... They get the Fear off on Quap, they get the Sonic out. And still, they didn't have enough.
How does the fear work against Monkey King when he's on a tree? Does he actually come off the tree?
I think he stays in the tree and is just feared. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Radiant's top
Well, we've seen a couple times Boom with that Shiva is actually being used for vision.
Oh,
which
he
is
went in.
huge. Yeah, he does go in. Does have the
Hex.
BKB available. Well, Hex, Puppey, but there's the stun, and wow. Okay. He is dead.
Oof.
He has just died a horrible, horrible death. And that's
That
gonna
is
put them
a pretty
in a
big
horrendous
oof. That's
position.
2 minutes, and he just bought Hex, so he's actually dead for 2 minutes. The game could end off this.
Yeah.
If Secret
They're gonna
realized they
take
could
the
take Roche
Roshan.
and go straight down mid. Oh no.
For sure. They have the Refresher Shard on Roche now. This is a double Ravage, I assume. It could be double Ignis Fatus actually does not work that way, right? I don't think they stack.
No, they don't stack on top of
carry
each other, but
the
you can use them
Refresher
delayed,
Shard.
obviously, yeah. Well,
Right.
he found Shaker.
Picked up.
This is a
This
big
would be
start.
big kill. Arrow not able to connect. Tanisha pops the ult. Toby does have the leap. Looks like he'll be fine here. Aramis. Blink available in 1 second, but he gets abyssal bladed by the bear. Nice fear. I think they're going to be able to find him. Does have his buyback. It just came off. It just had enough goals for
This
it.
push is so fast
Have
with
Echo
the
Slam as
bear.
well. Yeah, it
His
is
Moon Shard was
ridiculously
his last
fast.
item. Just
Okay.
what's the attack speed? It hits 3 times per second. 0.34
With Mask of Menace enabled? That is
without
absurd.
Mask of Madness enabled.
Without. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Ravage. There we go. Zai has 2. Will-O-Wisp is applied as well. Zai will likely ravage it on nothing. Oh, there's Bane.
0.27 on the bear. It hits 4 times a second with Mask of Madness.
LOL. Good god, dude.
Great game.
All right,
That was
well, Secret
honestly
takes
super
game
entertaining.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that
an
was
entertaining
great.
game. I think both teams played very well. In the end, Secret do. I feel like they mainly win this game